I see people already saying spin, spin, spin. So I guess it must be Friday. So this morning, the first time I put on the, I turned on Facebook when I came into the studio. Okay. And I opened it up and somebody said, I'm ready. Sharon goes, I'm ready. I'm like, oh no, it's too early. Stephen is going to need each one of you lovely ladies to speak to make sure he can hear you okay. You want to start with Sandy.
Hello, hello.
Woof. Couple more woofs.
Okay. Woof, woof.
Can you hear her okay?
I'm just now hearing it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You hear me okay? All right.
You know a poem that you could recite?
Me?
I can hear Sandy, yeah.
Oh, okay. You're good. Okay.
Okay.
So you're ready for Allie?
I'm like 20 seconds behind you, so you have...
Well, I just need to know when you're ready. Oh, okay. I got it. Allie, go ahead and woof woof for Stephen.
Hello, everybody.
Speaks English.
Welcome from really warm Alberta. It's toasty here today. Right now, my thermometer says 38 degrees.
Allie's good. Candice?
Hello. Hello from a somewhat thunderstormy Ontario, which will hopefully hold off so my dogs don't get very angry.
Stephen's smiling. I think he's being able to hear everybody.
You should have...
Good. Okay, so if you're here for the first time, let us know that you're here for the first time. We'd like to welcome you nice and proper. And if you are, I see lots of friends in the chat right now. And if you guys could share, because we have a pretty special show tonight, and hit that thumbs up, we would love it. So, and yes, and since we are ad-free, YouTube doesn't have any reason to help us, because we don't make them any money. So do share, do give us thumbs up, and hit that subscribe notification button, of course. We appreciate it. So, very good. And in the chat, tell us if you are here because you are a friend of Candice, Allie, or Sandy, and are just joining us too. I'd like to meet you there too. Okay, my mic is not right. Just a second. Crop and Dimples, first timer, welcome. I'll be right back.
Oh, Sandy, is it time?
Oh, no. We'll let Mary tell us when it's time.
Okay. Hello, everyone. It's so weird. I'm like seeing the chat, and I also made the mistake of trying to put my YouTube out loud, and then it was very much confusing me hearing my own voice, like echoed.
Yeah.
So I muted that real quick.
Yeah, that's a really good way to remember to mute that.
It's like, what is that I'm hearing? It's like, oh God, it's me.
It's always sobering to hear yourself too. Well, I'm glad that really got taken care of. That's good. Hey, Card Monkey. Girl, what was that thing I got in the mail this week? I'm going to show everybody in just a little bit. You make me laugh. That's right, Gail. You are a friend with Craft Roulette. Hi, Janet. Thank you for sending out that message today. I disappeared because I changed microphones, Sharon. I came back. Yay, nice. We'll start appropriately and absolutely correctly here in just a minute. I hear an echo in my microphone, or in my earpiece. Just a little. Are you hearing it? But if you're not hearing anything, it's okay with me. Okay, check.
Nothing more
Check, check,
disorienting than your own voice echoing.
It's from one of their headphones. It's just too loud. I can't really do anything about that.
Okay, all right, we're good. Are you? It's okay.
Yeah.
So,
You want me
okay,
to
Sandy?
mute myself?
No.
We're good. We're good. I just wanted to make sure that we weren't having a problem with anybody, or that you guys weren't having a problem. I can hear echoes, and I'll forget about it by the time I say the next word. So it's okay. Oh, you haven't missed a thing, Miss Jackie. There's Travis.
Aw.
The crafting queens is right. We were just talking before the show that maybe we shouldn't have really good crafters on. We should have really bad crafters on. And that might be an interesting show.
We have to do it blindfolded or something.
Yes, the world's worst crafters.
Depending on the wheel, it could be either.
A little bit of that. We did do a thing one time. We were at a
Sandy.
retreat. I had a retreat, and we had some games, and it was really fun. And one of them was you had two people. One was standing in front, the other person was in back. They couldn't see the paper in front of them, and they had to reach around the person in front, and the person in front had to describe how to make that picture based on a sample. And it was really good. It was late enough at night when it happened that I remember laughing probably about as hard as I ever had. It was a good one. That's kind of like crafting blindfolded.
Totally.
So it was good. Sunny Wichita. Yeah, we had sun today too. Jamie, it was nice. Oh, you have musical theater. You're always going to shows, I'm telling you. Ah, that's good. We'll start up here in just a few minutes. You guys can talk. I don't have to be, you can talk if you want. Say hi to friends if you see them, or.
Oh, there's Karen.
Oh, I didn't see
Hello,
Karen.
You just came in.
I'm going to disappear again.
Oh.
Boy, disappearing back tonight there, Mary.
She's like, oh, there's 3 of them. That'll be fine.
They can float.
Okay. I'll see you later.
That's like when you get the job and then they on your first day they just throw you things and go for it. It's like
That's right. Steve was going with me, so have fun.
okay, he needs to stay.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be so? It would be a mess. It would be a mess. You'd have to craft.
Mary, we do have something to show you.
You do?
Yes, we do. Candice and I made shirts, and
I
Allie
need to
would have
duck
too.
for a
But
moment first.
she had a little.
You had some inspiration?
I had a
technical
machine
difficulties.
malfunction.
Well, and also it was me because I made us some designs that I didn't get done till pretty late. So
I am
Candice.
puzzled.
Sandy decided to send me stuff at 11:30 at night.
Yeah, that wasn't happening. Yeah.
I'm ready.
When you
I'm
get
ready now.
inspiration, you get inspiration.
You ready? Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Lay it on me.
Ready, Candice? Okay.
Welcome to the gun show. Oh, that's very cute. Kiss your brain. That is wonderful, you guys. Bravo.
I feel much better now that my shirt's the right way forwards.
You know, Candice, I noticed that was on backwards, and I didn't
You were
want to say
gonna let me
anything.
go live? You were gonna let me go on live with a shirt backwards? Mary.
I thought it was a doctor thing, because I remember working with a doctor who would wear shirts backwards, and I'd have to tell him, and inside out and different things. I thought, well, she's just getting ready for medical school. She's wearing her shirt
No.
backwards.
No. And I would hope that somebody would tell me.
Oh, that's very, very nice. Thank you. I've never done one of those that say anything like the gun show, but that's good.
And I had to have a brain.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a good brain. That will be
It
good.
is.
That'll be popular in
course.
medical school.
It would. I love brain everything. It's a good
Brains?
Brains are a very handy thing to have. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And now that we've seen your shirts, we're going to take you off the air and we're going to
Hooray.
start the show. So, are you ready? Don't have your husbands there when you come back, okay? I have this
Okay,
fear.
deal.
Now that I've been, now I know Allie's got that fear too. Okay, guys, we'll be right back. Thanks for joining us. Hello, American Fun, founder and head professor of Fun University, and your intrepid hostess of Craft Roulette, welcoming you to Craft Roulette number 68 with some lovely ladies from Canada. Once again, we have a 3-panel Canadian group, and we're excited to bring them on soon. If you have never been to Craft Roulette, let me just tell you, we are going to do some paper crafting tonight, and we are the ultimate paper crafting game show, or game challenge. Show game. We have these discussions at staff meeting, but then I forget because I have the memory of a goldfish. Oh, minnow. Oh. Anyway, we don't do squirrel here, we do minnow because I've got the goldfish thing going on. But it'll be a fun night. We are going to do improvisational craft making. We've been doing this for over a year. I have met some of the nicest people in the world that I get to call guest crafters. And some of the nicest people in the world in the chat. If you are new, please tell us you're new. I will read every one of these that I can see. Again, we appreciate it when you share, thumbs up, and all that good stuff. Say hi. We've got our friends from Sweden here and Ecuador. They're regulars. Unbelievable. And people from all over Canada and the United States, of course. Because that's right. We do have some Australians here, too. Do we have any in New Zealand? I think we have maybe. And some husbands, I hear. So, very excited to have you here tonight. We will get started. We have a little bit of a build up here, and then we'll spin and see what our parameters are for the night. But I don't think I really have too much to say. We are a community-sponsored program. We have 3 programs. We have Cut the Crap and Create, Craft Roulette, and Fun University, where I do some nerdy but understandable art design. And, anyway, we have a Patreon page. You just look for Mary Gunn Fun. Gunnfunn. It's probably down there in the description if you are more interested in learning about that. Keeping us ad-free and on the air. What else? I'm looking at my little list. We do have a new patron, by the way. We have Jamie Watts from Wichita, who's going to a musical. So anyway, bravo. We welcome you, Jamie. We also have merch that you might want to be interested in having. You will see an example here in just a moment with Miss Allie. She's wearing one of our beautiful Craft Roulette shirts. I always wear a Craft Roulette or Fun University shirt. Tonight, I decided to get dressed. So this is me dressed in regular clothes. We've had several shirt changing already in this pre-show, which is all very fun. We've had no shirt husband, and we've had shirt changing. So I don't know what the show's going to do tonight. Maybe I should change a parameter to shirt. Yes, shirt. Optional shirts. So anyway, stay tuned. We're going to have a good time. I got a real good feeling. If you sent in a card last week, make sure you stay till the end, because that's when we'll give away some prizes for those who sent in cards. Okay. Let's see. Anything else? No, I don't think so. Oh, except the show might be a little longer than usual. So make yourself a treat and really just hunker down and have some fun. All right? Okay. So from the very warm Canada, just coming off of Canada Day, we have some lovely ladies. Let's bring them to the screen, shall we? With warm, thunderous applause. There they are. I'm a new monitor. Remember how I always sat
Oh,
here like
God.
this and talked to my friends because that's where I saw them? My monitor now is right here, and I've got to train myself. So it's gonna take some doing. But Sandy Boone, welcome to Craft Roulette. Allie
Thank
Cope,
you.
we're glad you're here. She's got her Craft Roulette shirt on. Look at that.
Thank
And
you.
Candice Richardson is here as well. Yahoo! All these beauties have been on our show before, and we've had fun with them individually, and it's a real treat to have you on as a group. We don't compete here with Craft Roulette. It's not a competition at all. We're just all here for creative expression and seeing what that rascally wheel will give us. So Sandy, I'm going to come to you first. And I'm going to talk to you a minute about what you've been up to besides she's on holiday. Tell us about your crafty life.
My crafty life. Oh my goodness. It's sort of, I'm struggling to include the crafty life in the real life lately, but we've had a busy spring moving into summer. We had a couple of new designs. I've been busy working
you are
on
the
those
owner
things.
and designer of
Oh yes, 3-room studio.
3-room studio.
3-room studio.
That's
stems.
right.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Which is very exciting. And you have had some really cute releases. Hola.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yes. Yes.
And I have a wonderful design team, and Allie and Candice are on team as well.
That's right.
I love our design team. Yeah, I can't draw the things and make the cards. They do that.
Yeah. Well, it's
They
good to have
they
some
do wonderful job. Yeah. Oh, definitely. Well, and sometimes you design something and you have something in mind, and then somebody else takes it and they make it even better in a way that you would have never considered. So I love that. I love that part of it. And they're all so talented.
We see that every week at the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Because you get the parameters and you go, I got an idea. And you can't even imagine that it's going to do that. There are 70 other ideas
Exactly.
until Sunday night. And then you go, my gosh, there were lots of ideas for this card. Yep. If you have never looked up 3-room studio, please open a new browser and look that up and check out Sandy's wonderful, wonderful designs. She makes real women.
Thank you.
And we appreciate that about her, that no Barbie dolls and nobody like that. They're really good. She does have a really nice, she's got some digital things too, so you can get something right away in color during the show.
And a few free things also.
Yes, that's
some
that
free digis on there
magic
too.
word for free. Well, we're glad you're here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So you want to show us
I'm
your
glad
shirt?
to be here. Oh, sure, my shirt.
Welcome to the gun show. Da 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 da. It's brilliant. It's wonderful. That's GUNN. We can't say our name at the airport.
No. Don't imagine.
No, I don't fly very often anymore, but at all anymore. But last time I did, your name, and I said Mary, and I can't tell you my last name. And it's like, flag her. Flag her right now. So, yeah. And then I spell it and they go, oh, yeah, you really can't say your name. So.
Maybe you could pronounce it different, like Goon.
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 The G, un. The G is silent.
The G is silent. Yeah.
All right, Sandy. Well, we're glad you're here. I think we're going to check in with Miss Allie and see what's new with her. Thank you, Sandy. Miss Allie, how are you?
Good. We are toasty in Alberta today.
Well, it's summer, isn't it? It's letting you know. No doubt about it.
For sure.
Last time you were here, you had just moved into your house a week before, which panicked me because I was like, what if she doesn't have internet? What if she can't find her stamps? What if her inks get lost somewhere in the transit? But you pulled it off like a champ. So congratulations in your back.
I moved everything basically how. Oh, thank you. It was a quick move of my studio, it was the last to come.
Yeah, it was I was tense for you, but it didn't seem to bother you. You tend to be on a lot of design
Take it all in a
teams.
stride.
Yeah, that's how you roll.
Yes.
You tend to be on
Yes.
a
The
lot of
more
design
the better.
teams. Yes, I keep seeing your name popping up. You want to tell us about the design teams that you're on currently?
Sure. So in addition to 3 Room Studio with Sandy and of course Candice, I am on design teams for a brand new stamp company called Possum Stamps and Chibitronics, which is a company that makes small LED lights and circuitry for card making and other paper products. And so they are bringing a repertoire as of last month or so.
Yeah, they're cool. They're cool, and they've improved their product too since they first came on the market too, I believe. So that it's not hard to put lights in
Yes.
your cards. Yeah, you don't have to build the circuit or anything.
No, it's super easy.
Yeah, so it's very fun. And well, that's neat. That's good. I'm sure that they've got to love you on those design teams because I know you work hard.
Thank you. I do. I enjoy it.
That's good. Well, we welcome you back to the wheel. Thank you so much for joining us. And I think we'll move down and see what's going on with Miss Candice now. Miss Candice, how are you?
Hello. I'm doing good, you know? Doing a lot of stuff as usual.
Last time we saw Candice, she was applying to medical schools, and what happened?
I got in, which is very exciting. I am super thankful, and I also feel very, very lucky. Unfortunately, a lot of the process does come down to an element of luck, especially in Canada. A lot of people don't know, but it's actually even more competitive than the States. Like only 3 to 7% make it in, depending on the school. And these are like very, very high caliber people who are applying. So I'm super humbled to be in the incoming class, and it's exciting and nerve wracking, and I also can't wait. So yeah, it's been very exciting.
So do you get a short white coat? Is that how it works first?
I think so. I'm not 100% to be honest. The details are a little bit not fully there. But yeah, we it says like student physician or whatever on which like please I'm not going to be a doctor at least for another 4 years if all goes well, potentially longer. So, you know,
I would suggest watching Dr. Mike.
I do enjoy Dr. Mike, and there's also he's so good at breaking down information to make it understandable for the general public, which is something I think a lot of scientists and researchers can take note of, because that's how you make things accessible, you know, to everybody, and people deserve to understand their bodies and their health, and I think that's
what
the best
options
thing.
they're giving you. Yeah, I agree. I agree. So, yep, Dr. Mike. Well, if you've got Dr. Mike, you know, just refer to any of his Facebook his Facebook videos. I'm sure you'll be a wonderful doctor. Yeah. That's all you need to do. Go to Dr. Mike's school. No, you'll be good. You'll be good. Anyway, we're glad you're here because I don't think you'll be back for a while. I think you're going to be a little busy.
We'll have to see. I don't know. I'm planning to still make time for card making, but obviously I'm going to have to dial her back a little than what I've been doing the last year has been really awesome being out of school. And I don't want to say just working because I have been working like 2 or 3 jobs at some point. So it's been a little chaotic. But I've still made time, and I'm hoping to make time for it going forward because, you know, it's helpful for sanity's sake.
Yes. Yeah, it is. It is. But it'll be fun to watch you grow in your medical field, and it'll be nice. Congratulations. I think it's really neat that you got selected, and I know you'll do an excellent job.
Thank you.
So, well, ladies, I don't know if you saw last week's submissions, and I know that Sandy likes to hear the video where Steve, Mr. Producer, says, what's he say? Whoa. Whoa. So I think
we just wait for it.
No, I know. So let's go ahead and show that little video about what craft roulette is. And so we can all wait for the whoa. And then we will go right to submissions. So you guys, is it not? That's wow, isn't it? We don't have a whoa. Oh well. Anyway, then we'll go ahead to that little video and then we go to submissions and we will review all the beautiful cards that were sent in over the last week. And then we will bring you back. It'll be time to spin. So thank you. And no husbands when you come back. I'm still a little worried. But, oh well, we'll let Mr. Producer handle all of that kind of stuff. We'll be right back after what is Craft Roulette. Anyway, thanks, guys.
What is Craft Roulette? Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. Each category has 24 possible options with a combined possibility of 331,776 unique projects. Whoa. We're live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central on youtube.com/craftroulette. Please like and subscribe. Each week we bring on a special guest crafter to create along with us and share their unique take on the challenge. You can play too. Complete a unique project of your own using the same 4 parameters set in this episode. You'll have 48 hours to contribute by submitting pictures of your project through the submission form on craftroulette.live. Contributions are featured on marygunfund.com's weekly episode blog and the next episode. Let's recap last week's episode and submissions.
And that's what Craft Roulette is. Whoa. Allie said I need to explain something to you, and I think I do. We have a little pre-show where we do make sure all the tech's working and everything before the show, and suddenly Allie had a visitor right behind her, and it was her husband, and it's very hot there, so he didn't have a shirt on, and we were all enjoying it. So that's kind of what we were, and he said, but we could hear on her mic, and he goes, well, and she said, well, they can see you, and he said, well, they're not all as lucky as you are. So we were just having fun with, will he show up again? And that's what that's all about. So we have had some husbands on, and it's pretty fun, but so, you never know. But I don't think Travis has been on. Mom has been on, but I don't think Travis has. Last week's show, we had a slimline card. We had any color but green. And I tell you, we all just missed green terribly. And who knew? And the element was afternoon, which was wide open. And you're going to enjoy the cards because they're so different. And the random thing that the wheel told us we had to include was foil or metallic paper. We also stretched that to holographic paper. But those are the 4 parameters you had to have on your card. Then it's like, go for it. You get to interpret and do whatever you want. We had this was my card. I had a little bit of I didn't love it, but it's okay. It's okay. Not every card is a home run. Mine was not a home run. I made it to about 1st and a half base, but it's okay. It's fine. So that was my card. I no longer have the buttons to the submissions either. So this was our contributor map from where we got submissions. It is all done digitally, so we don't have to worry about people mailing them in, but we wave to your pin, and we had a fun guest, Chris Bertram, a Stampin' Up girl. She is just the most bubbly, fun thing. And we actually, on Fun University, took a field trip to her site on Tuesday and played mystery card with her. It was a lot of fun, and she loves purple. That was one of the reasons I used all that purple and pink on my card. But she was so excited to make her purple bike, and isn't it cute? And then she was like, I don't remember how to do that. Anyway, she's a hoot. Look her up if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Person. She'd do you right. She has a lot of stuff on Facebook. Very fun lady. Thank you, Crystal. And here comes the automatic part. I don't have, it's all going to be going like this. And I can't, because I talk too much, and because I start slowing down halfway. So here come 70 cards. Let's look. Luann, always the first, her 17th. Debbie from California, her 4th. You can always go back on craftroulette.live. Wendy made it to her 20th. I can hardly believe that. Angela from Wisconsin, her 32nd. You will see big numbers. These people are faithful. I'll just appreciate them so much. Monique Louise. But you can see them on craftroulette.live. Sharon Castor from her red chair, 4th submission. Denise Ogwin from Louisiana, number 19. Tony T with her very serious looking cat. Sherry Pemberton, her 12th. Jamie W from Wichita, Kansas. And I just lost my view here, so I don't know what the cards are. Karen Judy, her 4th, from Kentucky. Ava from Florida, her 25th. Isn't that fantastic? Sue Masner, 53rd, but not consecutively, almost. Camille from Illinois, her 1st. Welcome to Craft Roulette, Camille. It's nice to have you. Dina from Washington, number 6. Mary Neighbor from Montana, 35. She's always been very faithful to us. Appreciate her. Jackie Rip from Florida, 53. She's amazing. Melanie Foy from Arizona, number 14, with some happy chickens in the afternoon. Ann Bowen from Wisconsin, number 10. Darling. Catherine Taylor from Washington, number 7. Very nice. Teresa from Worcester, number 6. Going to have a beer in the afternoon. Rachel Castle, Indiana, 24. I like that one. Very pretty. Kathy Herring, Wisconsin, number 32. Happy little mice. Mary Moisen from Illinois, her 5th. Afternoon clock. Very clever. Buell Ask from Sweden. Doing exercise in the afternoon. Marianne Shaw, Ontario, her 10th. Monkeying around in the afternoon. Lynn from Wisconsin, her 12th, having a little vino. Christina Bromy in the afternoon in Sweden, going to fly a kite. Gina Smith, New York, her number 3, doing a little dancing. I dance in the afternoon. Karen C., Gaithersburg, Maryland, number 6, ice cream. Dawn Quadling, see how much I talk England, 8th submission. Jackie Muller, thinking scrapbooking because she was just in my scrapbooking class, number 33. Amy Keeler, California, Sunshine. Nanette D. from Virginia, her 1st submission, welcome. Welcome, glad to have you. Stacy Burns from New York, 11. You think I could be that guy at the end of... Anna York, Oregon, number 10. I love that one. Kay from Wisconsin, number 16. Alan Jarvis, I get to show this one in person and from Pennsylvania, 45. Woohoo! Marie Stewart from Oregon, her 1st. Well done, Marie. Welcome. Ashley Young, also very familiar with these ladies, number 5 from Canada. Kathy Morris, Clarkston, 1st submission. Bravo! Darcy from Montana, her 2nd submission. Very pretty afternoon event. Susan Smurf Murphy from California, 28. Bring it on. 5K, Lisa Limon from Florida, her 34th. Julie Carrier, one of our guest crafters with a beautiful card. She has a process video on that. Rachel Fancy Schofield, number 6, little bit of tea. Bonnie Knack, Wisconsin. She's going crafting in her afternoon. Lisa Stanley from San Lorenzo, California. It's beach time. Heidi Ryan from Washington. She's going on a road trip. Carrie Wygan from Florida. Oh, it's at 5 o'clock. It's somewhere. Larissa Woolley from Lawton, number 18, taking a nap. Kathy Nelson from South Carolina. It's wine o'clock. Arlene DeTizio from Pennsylvania. She's out walking the dog. Julie Sanders from Delaware. Her first submission, she's going on the couch. Gay Robeson, Texas, gathering little treasures. Very sweet. Vicky Ruta, Essex, UK, 27. She's taking a nap. Ellen Kilo from Kansas, number 8. And Linda Bendix going up in the hot air balloon for her afternoon excitement. Pauline Mays from Oregon, number 17. Playing outside, looks like. Elaine Anderson, Utah, playing with her dog. That's cute. Sue Brook from Illinois, number 20. It's tea time. Arlene Finnegan from Pennsylvania is going to relax at the beach, it looks like. Deb Norman from Iowa. Bicycle ride, little swing, little relaxation. Kim Blackburn from New Mexico. Looks like craft time to me, Miss Kim. Karen Goddard from Australia. Looks like she's going to craft and embellish. Bonnie Swalkowitz from Wisconsin. Her 23rd. I don't know what you're doing, Carol Sanquinetti. She's going out pirating. Ooh. And Kim W. from New Mexico is doing a little Coco Chanel. And Patty Beck, we all want to bring it up for Patty Beck. This is her number 62. She has done not just 62, but 62 in a row. She has not missed one. Okay, here's the story. Patty Beck started way back by sending in contributions on number 5 to Craft Roulette. So this weekend is when they send in during the weekend is when they send in the submissions. She was sick and she didn't send it in. Sunday night, I noticed her name was not on the list. So I email her at Sunday night and go, Patty, are you okay? Or did you decide that you've just had enough and you're just laying it down? And so it turns out that she was sick. And so I go to make my blog post the next day, and when I checked in with the group, Craft Roulette Show on Facebook, and it's a marvelous group, and I said, you know, I've got some sad news, and then I'll be back with the blog in about 2 hours when I'm done, a couple hours. And so they start figuring it out, because they're a bunch of smart girls and crafters. They go, Patty Beck, did she quit? Is she not sending in a card? And the call goes out. Patty Beck needs more time. Patty, give Beck a break. And it's just, there's a petition going on Craft Roulette Show Facebook going, you've got to give Patty Beck more time. And so I bent to the mob, the crazy mob, and Patty Beck got up from her sickbed, still weak, still lightheaded, still a little bit emaciated and dehydrated, I'm sure. And she went and struggled to her craft table and made a darling card, and we posted it. And that's the phenomenon of Patty Beck. And the crowd was elated. She's like a rock star on the group. And it's really funny because she is like the most quiet personality ever. But it's really fun. And we're real proud of Patty Beck. So that's the story. We will be spinning here in just a second to find out what those parameters will be this week and see what Patty Beck does. Shall we bring up our folks? And thank you so much for sending in all those fabulous cards. They really were great. You shot it off or out of the park again. What'd you think? I see, Allie, we're back on, darling. I'm afraid there goes her cat. There we go. Weren't those fun interpretations?
You missed my husband at least.
Oh, good. Oh dear. Candice, what did you think of those?
So good. And it's so fun seeing everybody's different takes on everything. I love it.
I know. Beach, sloths, tea, wine, beer.
Also, I signed the Patty Beck petition, and I would sign again.
I know. It's like, I'm a Patty Beck hero. She really is a crafting hero. It's just delightful, though. Honest to goodness, she is very active in the group, and she always has an encouraging word. And I think that just means so much, because you put yourself out there. You're putting out a little bit of your soul and your heart when you make a card and you put it out publicly. And the last thing you want to hear somebody say is, I don't like that card. You know, that would, of course, they would be, I do read all the comments, and they would be, they'd probably be jettisoned from the island. But nobody wants that. And Patty Beck does lead the pack on that. So, I mean, she's more than just a card maker. She's like this incredible force of goodness. So we're very thankful for her. Allison, did you have a favorite card? Did you see one that you went, man, I think that's my interpretation, or something you related to?
I love the card with the guy that was at the bottom. I don't remember who it was by, but I thought that was so unique.
I can't think of that one either. I'll have to look that one
Remember
up.
which one that was?
There's so many. It's really hard.
It was a die cut at the bottom, and I thought that card was awesome.
Oh, I know. It's
I'll have to go back. I'll go back and
with kites.
See who to credit. Christina? Well, way to go, Christina. Yeah.
And then it was the one with, she does a remarkable job. She's in Sweden, and she's awake right now watching us. And she has a die cut
Christina
talent that I've never, and the way she puts textures and colors together is just phenomenal. No, I don't know Finnish, but she's just really gifted with it. So anyway, yeah, she's good. I've got a card to show of hers that she sent me today. So, Sandy, are you ready?
Oh yeah, I'm totally ready.
She was cutting things before the show, so I know she's ready to do her thing. Yep. And by the way, if you see one of those blue chat people, there are moderators. They are very, very knowledgeable about the show. They will be happy to help you if you have any questions. So we thank you. You guys are good. All right, then, shall we proceed, ladies, to the wheel?
Let's do it.
Come with me, shall we? Very good.
Okay.
There's all those parameters that we're going to figure out. We're only going to pick one out of each category. But first, we have to veto a few things. Our patrons get a choice of things to veto. And Mr. Producer, let me tell you what we're going to cut off of the list. In colors, the patrons decided they did not want red, yellow, and violet, number 11. Under element, sorry dudes, you're gone for the week. The wheel will not be giving us dudes. And in random, they did not want diagonal lines. And that is number 18. Very good. Now we're going to ask these lovely guest crafters, what do you all want to veto? Do you have something? How about Allie? Do you have something you want to veto?
Yes, I'm actually going to veto off the color list. Number 4, vintage. Let's take that one out.
You like bright colors and rich colors. Yeah, I think, don't you?
Absolutely.
I think
yes.
That's what I would identify you with. Well, vintage is off. Sandy, what do you want to veto?
Oh, I don't. I'm glad that Allie vetoed that. You know what? I think I'm not going to veto anything because it doesn't matter. Whatever I think is going to be the worst thing ever, there's going to be something else that I wish I had vetoed.
I think it's only happened once when a guest crafter vetoed something and it landed on it. And it was cars and trucks. And it was Jessica Taylor, and she was like, I don't want that. She knew. She had studied it and just went, no, I don't want cars and trucks. And it landed on it. And she was like, dodge that bullet. That was good. So that's fine.
Well, I know from experience now that you will guide us. So there's no need to panic. And there'll be suggestions from everybody watching. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
you got it. Candice,
I'm
what
gonna
do you
regret
want?
this one.
Do you want something? Famous last words. Candice, do you have something?
I'm gonna follow suit with Sandy, and I'm gonna veto the veto. Let's just
veto the
let
veto.
the wheel
Candy
decide.
All right, all right. Ooh, Sandy Boone, did you not want fancy fold? I see in the chat you said fancy fold. Do you want that off? You going once?
Oh my
Going
goodness,
twice.
no, that's okay.
Okay, all right.
It was my nemesis last time.
Oh, yes. Going. That's
And
right. Allie's counting you down.
is-
Okay,
yeah.
I guess we're done.
This is
We're
fancy
done.
fold redemption.
All right. Well, we always give the wheel one little warm-up spin. How about this, you guys? Isn't it fun to see all four of them at once during the wheel spin? We haven't had this before, so. And last time, I got to tell you, when Karen was here and we had the other two with Karen during the Lockdown Queen. Karen Boyce also is familiar with these girls. We got something, and I heard Karen in my ear, and she's going, oh, and just made this noise. And I thought, oh, I wish she had been on, because it was phenomenal. So, okay, here we go. Let's warm up the wheel.
Oh.
We're wishing you good luck. Living dangerously, that's right.
Here we go.
Okay, we're gonna do spin for project first. Fancy fold. You'd be fine. You'd be fine. You still have nightmares though? Number 5, card with flap or flaps.
Okay.
I should have had a V8.
There you go.
Okay, all right. Colors, not vintage, not red, yellow, or violet. Let's see what the wheel will do. It's really hard when you take a color away. That was a card monkey idea. 11. Oops. Well, no. Okay. Woohoo! Patrons, you got your win.
Yay!
That's kind of creepy. Number 19. Blue plus 2 other colors. Okay, so you get to use a blue, and you can use it the whole array of blue, like on a color wheel. You can use the tints and the shades and the tones. But we'll talk about that, and we'll talk a little bit more about colors here in just a second. As we break it down, let's see what element we're going to work with. Plus 2 will be easier than anything but blue. 13. A cup or glass. That's always an easy one. That's fun because you can stick stuff in them. Random. Wheel. Spin, spin, spin. What are you going to do? 14. Blending. Oh, Allie, you're like a blend queen. You're good at blending. All right, blend. Oh, let's
Sure.
just start with Allie here. Allie, you are. Oops, I forgot. I have my monitor over here now. I don't have to look over there. Allie, your blending skills are crazy good. Like when you do a campfire card or something like that, and you've got the yellow glow around the campfire, and then you've got the stars and everything. You always do a beautiful job. So I think you'll be okay putting on the paper makeup. As you use your ink or your
I
brush.
agree. I think that was a good spin.
You like that one? Which one don't you love?
That's a good one.
Do you love all of them?
You know what? I'm okay with all of them.
Bravo. You're just right there to play. That's why you're on all of those design teams.
Absolutely.
I see a pattern. Thank you. Well, we'll see what you come up with. Candice, what are you thinking? Which one is your favorite parameter this week?
I love me some blues. So I'm very
Love me some
happy to see the
blues.
blue +2. And blending
Yeah.
is another mainstay. The cup
Yeah.
or glass is throwing me off a little, but I'm letting it
Yeah.
percolate. I'm letting
It'll come.
we'll get
It'll
there.
come.
It's the
Yeah.
cup or glass with the flap that's messing me up. If I had one or the other, but we'll get there. Let it stew.
Well, yes, let's think the flap, because I think the flap will be something that we hear about in the chat too. Flaps are, you can put a small 3x3 card on top of an A2 card or whatever your favorite card shape is, and that would be a flap. It really would be. It just is another little extra You could also put it on the inside of an A2 size card and have it flap over the front. And you could put your focal point there. Or something along those lines. You could have an extra flap. You could even put like a little, I suppose, a bookmark or something that flaps over the top, hangs over the top would be a flap. It's easy for me to say because I'm not crafting tonight. But there's lots of ways to do flaps. And then there's also like die cuts that have little flaps. So they have little partial cuts. So that might be something to do too. Does that set your mind racing or at ease, or
we're racing, but we'll get there.
Okay, all right. And blending in and the cup and the glass. I don't know. I think cups and glasses are kind of just fun. Because you can put something on the cup or glass as a design, or you can put it in the background if you have some small stamp or paper, or you can make it as a focal and put something in. But one of my favorite posts from way back when was I had a coffee cup with a pig in it, and the post just said, "If you see a pig in this coffee cup, you need to craft." You've been away from the desk too long. So it was like a Rorschach thing, but anyway, it was my phony psychology. Yeah, and then you like blue, so I think you'll come up with something really groovy. I think you'll be good. I'm looking forward to it. Sandy, do you wish you vetoed something now?
I don't love the card with flaps. That's okay. It'll be all right. It's also percolating here too.
Right, right. And
Yeah.
it does take a moment to settle it all down. And I have found also, just after 67 weeks of this, that once I get a stamp picked out, that sometimes it will start settling down, and then I can start focusing in on how I'm going to use the stamp instead of just this big array of I'm going home now. But then I go, oh yeah, I'm already home. So it's you can't go big or go home, but I'm already here, so I just have to go big.
Window glass.
Oh, who said that? Crafty Al said window glass.
That's where I was kind of going. That's what I was thinking too.
Right? Oh, you smarty outside the box people.
Smart.
Mason jar counts. Yeah, I've had many little sips out of a mason jar. Sure. Sharon in the red chair. You bet. Yeah, Megan Shea says that you are 3 blending queens. So you got some encouragement going on out there. I think we're gonna be fine. I think you guys are going to do really, really great. Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and turn down your mics to the audience. You guys go ahead and we'll take you off the screen, turn your cameras down, get your stuff, and let us know when you're ready. We got to wait until you're all ready, and then we'll bring you all back and see what you're going to come up with. All righty?
Okay.
No husbands.
Come on.
Thank you so much.
It's okay, Mary. He went out on call.
Bravo. Did he put a shirt on, though?
Yes.
What kind of call was it?
He left the house clothed.
Good.
You trained him well. Congratulations. That's wonderful. Go get ready to make something cute. Well, what do you guys think? Is that going to be, I think they're going to have fun. I'm looking forward to doing it this weekend. I'm not going to craft tonight. Yes, Candoodle's shirt says kiss your brain. Isn't it cute? And you know what was funny? During the show, the pre-show, I could tell her shirt was on backwards and I didn't say anything, but then she turned it around, and so it's been a shirt thing. Hey, I want to tell you about a few things while they're getting things ready. We have made some Patreon changes, and I know it seems like we've been doing that every month, but it's okay because we've been refining it and making it better and better, I think, for everybody, including me, who does the posts, and sometimes I forget what group gets what. So since I do have the memory of a goldfish, we made it as simple as possible for me. So, and I think you guys are going to like it. So something that we have been doing lately, since May, twice now, I did for years, I taught scrapbooking classes, and I miss it. And then we also did it on Fun University too, and we enjoyed it. We had a good group. We had some, Patty Beck was scrapbooking, so it's cool. And actually, she said she had made a lot of scrapbooks through Fun University, which is great. But we didn't bring it on when we went to public Fun University. We did not bring scrapbooking with us. So what we have done is we've had private events with scrapbooking, and we've also made it a game. Because we love, Mr. Producer and I love, and have heard from you guys, what the game version of card making has done for you and your creativity. So we started thinking about it, and last December, I came up with an idea on how to make scrapbooking a game. And then I kind of forgot about it, and I was talking to one of our guest crafters, Julie Carrier, and I said, well, I've made it a game. I've already done it. And we were just talking, and then I thought, I went and digging and found all my notes. And so we had an event in May, and it was great. We had a lot of fun, and people were having success. They were actually not just buying the kit, not just making the layout, but actually getting pictures and stories on their pages, which just was the goal. So I was elated. So we did one again last month, but we did not like our venue. So we started brainstorming on how can we change our venue for scrapbookers and make it so that it feels more like a club. Because that's what we had done before. We had a club, a scrapbooking club, until I fired them. Because it was just, I wanted to see them make layouts, and they were buying stuff and not using it, and I didn't want to be a part of that. So we have redesigned our Patreon account to reflect that. So let me just tell you, I've got my little cheat sheet here. I see that the girls are starting to get some things to put together, so let me just knock this out. If you join our Patreon, and remember, we are a community-sponsored show. We do not have any, I'm not in direct sales. I don't have any corporate sponsors. I don't have any affiliate links. We're just down and dirty. It's all, if you think we have value, we depend on you guys. Anyway, all levels get something really fun called Craftermath, and it is a unique little video of me talking about the show from the night before. And I tell you the insight on what we discovered, and things about the card that I made, and things I would do differently, and just interpretations. It's kind of a fun little insight. It's bonus content for all levels. Our fun supporters, which is our $10 group, now get to vote on all the color, element, and random vetoes. I was forgetting and giving other people. Anyway, it was too complicated. It's now simpler. So our fun supporters now get to veto, which you got to see how that worked. All of those vetoes that we offer. Our big funders, which was our $25 a month at least group, I don't know how to call them, group, are now going to be called Club Fun. And we already have a Facebook private group for you, and it's going to be primarily about scrapbooking. Club Fun, which also is now a website that we own, will have live crops every month. We have a private Facebook group support system, which I think you guys are going to really like. Just like we love our Craft Roulette group, I think you're going to love the Club Fun group. I think it's going to be a neat group. Unique, I have a kit-free method of teaching. I have a system all figured out, and it really works. It just blows my mind how fun it is. And then the game, we're going to play the game every month. And so I think you'll enjoy it. Even if you've never scrapbooked, you can do this. It's just a remarkable thing. I promise you. I'm also going to, because I can't stop teaching, we're also going to have monthly lessons talking about nerdy stuff on scrapbooking, but understandable. So that I remember somebody's, I can't remember right now that they were saying, I thought it was just putting pictures on a piece of paper, but no, I make it way more complicated than that. Overthink it. That's my thing. For somebody, that's really why I have the memory of a goldfish, is because I'm overthinking something already. And so when I have some task, it's gone. You know what my husband says about my cooking? Well, which I used to do, but I don't anymore. He said, if it's got a bottom, she'll burn it, because I would always be thinking of something else. So anyway, that's how it goes. And we're going to have some digital downloads. You can see that all under marygunfun.com. There's a new section up at the top in the tabs in the menu, and it's called Club Fun. Yes. Who is it for? It's for people who like card making but don't scrapbook. It is also for people who, I know you're out there, you have tons of stuff. You have tons of stuff, but you keep buying stuff. So let's use it. You know, it's time. I think it's time. You know, and here's the thing about scrapbooking for paper hoarders. People that love their paper, this is the time to use it, is in a scrapbook, because then it's always there for you forever. You get to enjoy it. Isn't that smart? See? If you love paper, you should scrapbook, because then you get to keep it. You don't have to mail it to somebody. You get to keep it. It's good stuff. And we teach it also so that it's completely personal. We try to dig deep down into your very soul and your heart to get some why that memory is important to you. Why did you pick up that camera, for Pete's sake, and take that picture? What is it about that moment that you wanted to save? And I can get real schmaltzy and mushy on this. I'm not, because I got a job to do tonight, because there's lots of ladies here. But do you have to be a scrapbooker, or do you have to be a scrapbooker to be in Club Fun? No, you do not. We're going to be there, and there's other things for you to do on our private blog, but that's what we're going to change it to, so that you will have the event every month free. All right? Okay. Are we? Well, for not free, Mr. Producer, for members. But the members don't have to pay extra. Yes, that's a better way to put it. I see. Do you think they're ready? Ladies? Are you ready? Ready as she'll ever be? We're getting some ready, some thumbs up. All right, let's bring them back. If you do have any questions about all that stuff, just let us know. We'll try to answer it, and I'll try not to confuse you or burn your bottom, whichever comes first. All right, let's see. I can see a stamp with Candice, and it looks cute. Candice, why don't we start with you? What are your plans?
Yes. Okay. So my plans, that I saw this little stamp, and I love corgis so much. It's like, you can't even. And it has little teacups in it too. So I'm gonna do something with that, because then that's my glass or cup, and I'm gonna have him drink a little teacup. And then I think I'm gonna put him on a flap, which I have here, but I'm gonna ink blend the background and then have him sit on it, and then inside the flap put the sentiment. I don't know. That's just my preamble, but we'll see if I change my mind as we go. That does happen.
Sometimes that
quite
happens.
frequently.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cute. And that's a really good point too, Candice, that sometimes you can combine stamp sets, something that may have a cup, with something that you want to include with a cup. That's really a cute idea. Or that you may have a stamp set that you may have a hidden little cup that isn't really the big wow of the stamp set, but it may be in there. So look for that too.
Exactly.
Those who have Evergreen or whatever, Evernote, will be able to find that real fast, but not I. So
I'm not one of those people.
Nope, me either. Now your die cuts.
Yes.
Those look very flappable.
Yes. So it's I like to conserve space, so I have a few different interactive-y things in here, but I'm going to use one of these guys. I'm just not sure which yet, but as things develop, I think we'll figure it out.
Right. What card shape or size do you think you'll use?
I mean, I'm a go-to for the A2. Kind of always been what I do, but I think it might end up a little smaller, mostly because I just cut something on my lap and it was crooked. So might shave off the little crooked sides there.
Well, either that or just make it your new style.
Yeah,
The crooked card.
exactly.
Candice's
Exactly.
crooked card sample, and you can make a die. You can have Sandy make a die, and you guys can retire. It'll just
There
be
we
great.
go.
Yeah, and you'll have a whole card line named after you. You know, somebody's named Slim, then they named the whole card line after Slim Line. So they can do one after Candice. Candice's crooked cards. I think it's got some alliteration possibilities there that might just be perfect.
I think so.
I will leave you to your darling little corgis, and we'll check in with you in just a minute. Carry on. I like it where you're going so far. Sandy, I see you're already using an eraser. I'm a little concerned.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what I did here. I mean, I got a little, something here. So I turned it over because I'm like, well, that's no good. And then I got it again. And so I was looking to see, do I have something on my fingers? So,
you're making,
anyway, I'm
you're
going
doing
with
a little pre-planning for your future embellishments. That's all.
Right. Exactly. So I'm
doing that early on. Well, what
exactly.
are you
Exactly.
Are you going to stamp?
I'm going to stamp. I've gone 3 different directions already in my head. I've had 3 different ideas. But I think I'm going to do a window. And I'm going to have this lady leaning into the window, saying hi. So I'll have my glass, and then the lady waving through the window. I'm going to do some blending. And the flap, I'm going to do some shutters or something. I'm not sure yet.
Brilliant. That's one of those that would come in and I'd say I didn't see that one coming. That's a really cool way to interpret.
You might not.
Well done.
I might switch directions too.
Oh, yeah. That's
my other thought is to have I also thought maybe I'd have a giant coffee cup outside the window too. I'm not sure yet.
Yep. You know, coffee cups can be planters too. I saw it at all.
Well, that's true. And coffee makes people happy.
Yes, it does. It does.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I even this morning when I was drinking mine, I thought, I'm going to actually remember to taste it today because I usually don't, and just inhale it. And I'm going like, did I drink it? And I look in the cup and go, yeah, it's gone. So I must have had it. But it's just one of those kind of mysteries. Well, I'm excited to see where you go with this. I'll let you do some have a little think time. And we will be watching your hands, and we'll check back with you in just a little bit.
Sure.
All right, carry on, Miss Allie. What you're just barreling along here. What are you up to?
Actually, I'm using a stamp set that I designed.
I thought I recognized that.
So this is one of the stamp sets that I designed for Craft and Kimmy. And it's called Tiny Tea Party.
Tiny Tea Party. And it is cute.
It's perfect. Perfect for it because, there's my cup.
It is perfect.
So I'm going to put the little hammy in it. And so, and I've kind of picked my color palette because I'm going to use some pretty pattern paper. So this is where I've kind of started.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I know you'll do a beautiful job. Can you hold that little hammy up a little bit higher so we can see him a little better? Actually, you can see on yours really well.
Sure.
If somebody's watching on a phone or something, yeah. Isn't he cute? Eating his little biscuit. Have you ever had hamsters?
No.
Oh my gosh.
I would love to, but
I have so many hamster stories. We had so many hamsters. We had over 30 hamsters. I don't know why we had so many hamsters, except that hamsters just begat hamsters really fast. And we had yes, we got one set of hamsters, and they said, "Oh no, they're both brothers or they're both sisters," but they weren't. And all of a sudden, we had hamsters coming out the ear. But we had teddy bear hamsters. Now they are really nice. They're bigger, and they have sweet personalities. Except they swear they have like a life mission to escape. And so. But we had these teddy bear hamsters, and we also had a rabbit. And one of the teddy bear hamsters got out of its own cage, went into the rabbit's cage, and stuffed its little cheeks full of rabbit food. And the holes in the rabbit cage were larger than the hamster cage, obviously. But when he had his little cheeks all full of hamster food or rabbit food, he kept going up to the rabbit cage and just banging into it with his face because his cheeks were so wide he couldn't get out anymore. And it was I know. That's what greed. It's like a greed story for children. You should never take too much candy or what you can eat at that time because your cheeks will get so full and you get stuck in your room. It's kind of like Winnie the Pooh when he got stuck in Rabbit's door. And he was greedy, and then he got stuck there. Yes, that's the very one. So yeah, we had lots of hamster stories. One of the hamster stories was my daughter and her friend were playing with them in the bathroom, and they didn't tell me till later. But one got loose, and we never did find it. So it could still that house
poor
could be
baby
infested with hamsters. We don't know. But another hamster story. This is my last hamster story. But another hamster story was when one of the teddy bear hamsters, they're really good at escaping, got out, climbed the basement stairs because they were carpeted, and so Stephen, Mr. Producer, had encouraged them to learn how to climb. They used to have climbing contests because we had two of them. And so he climbed up that whole set of stairs, went into the kitchen, and we had the cereal down low so that the kids could get it themselves. He got into the cereal cabinet, found some paper, like from some next door cabinet where there was some stationery, made himself a little nest, and went crazy eating cereal. Just was the happiest hamster in the whole. He thought he was at a hamster resort. Because he just sat there and we found him, just enjoying. It was like hamster hev. Aww. But yes, so I love your hamster. It makes me think of my little hammies. But they are fun.
I would love to have some furry friends like that.
They are fun little guys. Well, at least you can draw yours. So I think you're good. I think your card's going to be good. How are you going to bring in blending? Oh, Allison, well done. Thank you.
Not sure.
Not sure yet? You'll figure
Probably just blending my Copics count?
Oh, there you go. That I don't know why it wouldn't. Gosh, that's so smart. I am so myopic sometimes. Okay, Camille. Blue plus 2 means that you need to use blue and you need to use 2 other colors, but that's it. Oh, I forgot also to say you can use any of the neutrals: white, tan, cream, silver, gold, metallics, black, brown. Those are all okay too.
Brown.
And then, like, if you choose a blue, for instance, you can use all those hues of blue. Like if you're doing a blue-green, probably stick with blue-green, or blue-violet, or just blue. But instead of going over all 3 but you can do the true color down to the shade, the tint, the tone, all that. So you don't have to stick like, oh, it can only... So you can definitely do Copics because you would be using multiple shades of a color. Ooh, exciting. This is going to be a great week. I just love it. I just love it to see what you guys are doing. This is so fun. Okay, Candice, I see you have already blended like crazy.
I have.
Are you thinking a little more concretely on what you're doing?
I am. I just I want to get this little nugget here colored, and then I think but it's coming together now. I just
Okay.
also realized that I used 2 blues, blue plus
well,
2,
okay.
so whoops.
Oh,
I'll make
counts
the
as one.
teacup another
You're
color.
good. No, you're
It
good.
is
Yeah,
all
you do need
good.
another. Yeah. So, and if you use a neutral and then maybe a little pop of yellow or red or something like that, and you'll be.
I'm gonna make the
golden.
teapot a different color, and then we'll be good.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be pretty. We like the color. Oh, yes, we forgot mail call, didn't we? Okay, we'll let you guys work a little bit. We'll go down to my paper cam and we'll see what we got in the mail this week. If you do want to send us some mail, there's our address, Mary Gun Fun. It's also on the website, P.O. Box 480 566 KCMO 64148. All right, we got some nice mail to this. I always like going out to this little post office box and see what somebody sends me. We got this really nice card from Lynn Springle. I never know. I wish, anyway, I'm going to learn it someday, Lynn. Isn't this pretty? I think it's just so gorgeous. And it has some, whoopsie, hang on. We're coming in. Coming in close. Very good. It's got some, like, texturing to the stamp, so it looks like the paper has some grid to it or something, but it's really very, very pretty. And it says, "You make me smile." And she made a little note inside so I can send it down to the nursing home later after I've enjoyed it for my own little enjoyment for a while. This, Lynn is on our card list through Craft Roulette show. Janet Flanagan has a card list started so that if you want to send cards to our friends at that group, she can add you to that list and take care of you. That's really pretty, though. I love it. Thank you so much, Lynn. She did it just because I'm on her list. Yay! Got a really, really cute card from Sweden. You want to see the Swedish stamp? There you go. Aren't those going to be fun in a junk journal? Anyway, got a really sweet card from Christina Bromey. There's her little gnome. And it's got a little cutaway, bare midriff. There you go. Nothing inside, but that's just so sweet. She's the one, Allie, that does the die cuts. Look at that little. And you know, her paper does have a texture to it. I love it. I don't know.
That is gorgeous.
Christina, if you add that with a really subtle embossing folder or if that's the paper you buy, but it's gorgeous and it's very pretty and wonderful. She also sent me 2 cards or stamps from Sweden, which is so cool. And they're in English, which is even helpful. And it says, "A house is not a home without a dog, and a house is not a home without a cat," because she knows how we are. Now she knows about hamsters too. But I'm looking forward to using those. I love them very much. She also talked about how she's doing Christmas cards already. Christmas in July last year. A few friends and she started a new tradition and celebrate on the 24th of July. And in Sweden, every day has a name. Christina is on the 24th of July, so it's perfect to celebrate since she loves Christmas. So I think that's real cool. We have a viewer who would do Christmas crafts on the 25th of every month, which I thought was really fun too. So if you want to get ahead on Christmas, just on the 25th, go ahead and have a Christmas card party or something. But thank you, Christina. That was a real treasure to find. This is from we have 2 Arlene Detizios. One is the mama and one is the daughter. And this is from daughter, and they call her Sis. And I thought this was just precious. Miss Sis, thank you so much. She is one of our friends on Craft Roulette show who just goes through every single post that somebody puts a card up there. She goes in there every time and says something nice. I have been forgetting to thank her for doing that. And it's been on my mental list, which is a very dangerous place to be. But I want to thank you, Sis, so much for being such a little little bright sunshine in our group. And I think this is just adorable. I love it. She's got some little glittery, shiny stuff on their bods. Can you see the little shiny? Yep, you can. Their little bods are shiny. And then she's got, I think they missed the flower, or they've already gone to the flower and they're going off to the hive. And thinking of you, sweet friend. I think that's just precious. And I do thank you so much for sending that to me. That means a lot. And then I got this big box in the mail. Oh, there you go. Send an email. There you go. funcrafting@aol.com. That's right. Thank you, Ellen. And speaking of Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis, I got her submission from last week in the mail. This guy is just, it just cracks me up with his big red nose. It's like Jimmy Durante is the sun. It's so funny. And I do just, I'm kind of amazed by this. There's a lot of pop-ups going on here. There's a lot of glassy stuff going on here. This is a very complicated card. Look at these sunglasses. They're holographs, so that was her metal. And then she's got shiny stuff on it, so they're real slippery. And there's lots of glittery stuff. Very, very fun, Ellen. Thank you so much. And I do hope you find some paper and a pen that writes next time you send something. But that was not all. Oh no, not for Ellen Jarvis. That's not all. Look what else I got. I got a mug. Isn't that, it says kiss your brain. Isn't that hilarious? And on one side, the brain is all business with gears, and it's just all gray matter, and it's got all these little numbers and things going on. And then on this side, we've got the whoa, I'm gonna go create something. I gotta create right now kind of side. And I just laughed when I got that, Ellen. Thank you so much. It was wonderful. And I don't know if I want to drink out of it or just keep it here to inspire me. I just haven't decided, but bravo, bravo. Thank you so much, you guys. I love it. And this weekend, it is on my list to sit out on the porch and write lots of cards to you guys that are on the list, because I think that's just, so. That's the plan, at least. You never know. You never know. I always have I keep my card list on a Post-it because I move it from one week to the other. But it's, oh yes, Kimberly, thank you for that reminder. Yep, only 35 likes out of 93. Well, maybe the other people don't like it. If you don't like it, there's plenty else. It's fine. But it's okay. It's okay. But thank you, Kimberly, for being my warrior. I appreciate you. So, let's see. Isn't that a fun mug? Oh my gosh. It was in a great big box too. I couldn't imagine what it was. Last time she sent me some underwear, so her husband's underwear. So it's right here. It's really soft and it's really good. Like before Chucky tools, it's real soft and you can rub on your stamp positioner. So I didn't know what the heck she was going to send me. It's always a wild, you never know. There's a poster in there too? I did not see the poster. There's a poster in there? I will look again. I was so overwhelmed apparently by the mug and the card that I just didn't even think there could be anything else. Oh my gosh. Well, for Pete's sake, exciting. Exciting. I will look again. But thank you so much. Well, I see some progress on some cards. Let's check in with Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. We started, how about that little hammy? Let's check in. That one's looking pretty good there. Little hammy, little hammy. What do you think, darling? Look how cute he is.
He's coming together.
Does he have a name?
He needs a little bit more depth. Nope, just Hammy.
Just Hammy. We had Skeeter and Scatter and Bonsai and I don't remember. Too many. We also had a lot of betta fishes. They were all named after hockey players. So it was always something. It was fun.
Neat.
Blue and
I
what are
think
your other
the
colors
most
gonna be?
bizarre. Oh, I think I'm gonna go with a soft pink.
green with a
and
paper.
maybe a really, really subtle yellow. Because
You know, those
there's
are almost vintage
a little bit of
colors.
yellow. Yes, which is weird because I got rid of the vintage. Good Lord.
Well,
Totally
it was
vintage.
just, you were just having an internal fight with yourself. No vintage, must vintage. No vintage, must vintage.
Apparently.
Get inside, get in
Never
touch with your
fails.
inner vintage. It's okay. It's okay. Well, I think you're doing it. I'm looking forward to seeing, and your flap. What are you thinking for your flap?
I don't know if I'll put the hamster on the flap so he kind of folds out. I'm not 100% sure on the flap yet. That I'm
Okay.
still kind of contemplating. So stay
Okay.
tuned.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Melanie asks, "What is the hammy holding?"
Oh, a little biscuit.
A little biscuit.
A little
A little
cracker.
biscuit. A little biscuit.
Yeah.
A little basket. Do you call cookies biscuits like they do in England?
No, cookies.
Yeah.
Cookies all the way.
Yeah, me too. But
Yep.
after nine seasons of Call the Nanny or Call the Midwife, I did find myself saying biscuits every once in a while and having a cuppa, but that was okay. We do have a couple questions from some patrons because that's one of the things they get to do is ask you guys questions. Sharon Castor from the Red Chair says, "How often are you able to craft for enjoyment?" Let's see, Candice, this is something that's going to be meaningful to you soon.
Yes.
How often right now do you think you craft for enjoyment? Because you work and you have your master's degree. It's not like you sit around and eat biscuits.
I do. Life has been slightly hectic. And then I also am on 5 design teams right now. I've kind of lost count, which is like very on brand of me to overcommit.
Right?
But I I am the type of person that if I say I'm going to do something, then I will do it. So design teams have actually kind of been really helpful for me. Like I know some people look at it and consider that work, and it is to a certain extent, but to me, it forces me to make time for creativity that I might not otherwise prioritize in my life, if that makes sense.
It does.
But because I feel like I owe it to people, like then it forces me to put it on the schedule and make time for it. So
Mhm.
the last year, because I've been working and not in school, it's been really different. I've had quite a bit of time to craft this year, which I'm very, very thankful about.
Mhm.
And because, everything has been shut with the whole pandemic and everything else. So we've been at home more than ever. So not commuting for like 2 hours out of my day has also made a lot more time for crafting.
I've heard that before. Yeah, Heather Huang is like that. Didn't have
Yeah,
her commute time, and it
it's
gave her some craft
bananas
time.
here. The
Mhm.
commuting is very, very common. So I used to try and craft on the commute if I wasn't driving, if I was taking the train.
Good
Driving
choice.
and crafting at the same time is not good. Frowned upon, very frowned upon.
It's a little dicey.
Yeah, so I'm quite lucky. I think I'm not sure what my schedule will look like, but I'm hoping at least to get like once a week time for
Yeah.
crafting uninterrupted on the schedule is my goal for the future.
Well, if you need a little jump start, Craft Roulette's here for you.
I do. Might have to book in on my Fridays.
That's right. When you're just like sitting there and your tongue's hanging out one side of your mouth because you've been working so hard. So, yep, but we'll be there to give you some parameters to get you started just to bring you back to earth, to
Love
earth
that.
craft. Yeah, I agree. No, I understand completely about this is enjoyment, is preparing for classes, and I find that very enjoyable. It's a challenge, and but it has a purpose, and so it's fun with a purpose, and I like that.
Totally.
So I understand. I'm not a design team person, but I have taught classes for so many gazillions of years. That was, it is my my little enjoyment time. If it wasn't, I wouldn't do it because it sure doesn't make money. So, and it's just fun. It is fun. So that's a good question. I hope you will find you'll have energy and time to craft because I know it is important to you. Sandy Boone, as a stamp designer and business owner, what about you? Do you think of crafting and enjoyment separately sometimes? Do you just craft for the heck of it? Or are you always thinking of new products and new ways to do things?
I'm always thinking of new products. I have a list on my phone, like in the notes, that I just scroll. I have a list of ideas. So when I have an idea, I write it down. But I rarely have the time to just create a card for the heck of it. It's usually for a reason. I work full time too, so I have a really hard time finding time to do that. So, and like I said before, I can't draw the pictures and make the cards. So I have a wonderful design team, and I really appreciate, especially Allie is our design team coordinator, and my goodness, she keeps me on track.
Yeah,
like she awesome.
has an understanding of a business part of the design process that I think people would
and she's a designer herself.
That's right, little
exactly.
hammies.
And she's making beautiful little stamps. I bought them. I have 2 of her stamp sets. There's a sea life one, and then there's a background one too. Some cute little cabins and stuff. And so yeah, I like to take it. I mean, I do enjoy it when I do it. I just don't often get the chance to really do what I want. Kind of.
But maybe the definition or the thought of stamping or creating for enjoyment is more it's more business oriented instead of just I've got 10 minutes, I think I'll go down and play. But it's kind of it's kind of play work. But if you as they say, if you are doing something that you love, all work is play. So you'll so I think it kind of works that way. Yeah. That's a good question, Sharon. Yeah. Well, Allison, now that we have heard about another one of your levels of business prowess, what about you? How much time do you spend just crafting for enjoyment without something hanging over your head, a deadline looming, or wanting to design something new, or is that enjoyment to you?
That's a really good question because I tend to put my design teams first because I treat it as a job. So I always prioritize those things first. So I don't tend to take a lot of time and do stuff specifically for me, with the exception of making stuff for my nephews. I love sending them mail and they love receiving it. So I make a point of sending a care package to them in Ontario. I try once a month to send them a package full of goodies along with some kind of interactive card. So they force me to take time to create for fun. So thank you to my nephews.
Yeah, but not just but you enjoy all of the other aspects of the design team and being
absolutely
able to design. That's still enjoyable. Yeah. Do you have
absolutely.
Like, notebooks and
I wouldn't
notebooks of sketches, or do you ever sit outside and just sketch or anything?
I do a lot. I do have a notebook that I generally sit beside the bed that gets filled every once in a while with an idea. But other than that, I don't tend to jot stuff down other than into that notebook. So yeah, only if I'm inspired.
I know there's,
Yeah.
I have a couple sheets and I have a couple of sheets that I sketched. Well, I sketch a lot anyway, but my daughters, when they were both teenagers, we'd watch dumb Disney movies, like the teen kind of Disney movies. And I sketched what they were saying and drew some of the characters. Those are some of my favorite drawings, because it's like, it just takes me right back to sitting there with my daughters and watching those inane movies. And and then when you read what they say out of context, it's just like flat. Oh, he was as flat as a pancake, and it's just, oh yes, it's all so wonderful. But so I enjoy sketching a lot, and that's just downright fun. Have you ever, Allison, have you ever done the contour sketching where you don't pick up your pen and you draw something and it's really fun? Like a cat, a tree. It's a nature journal kind of. Yeah, it's a single line. You never pick up your pen, and so you can sketch something really fast.
Oh, I know
like
what you're
on
talking
nature
about
walks.
now.
I
I haven't done that since high school.
Right. It's so much fun. This is one I did of Kerwin.
Yeah, I haven't done that in a long time.
This is what I did of Kerwin, and it was just so much fun. And I never picked up the pen. And so you just have to keep going back to a spot and branching off of it. It's a blast. And but it's fast, because you want to pick up your pen.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well,
but I would do that. I think I found it very fun just to sit out on my deck and sketch wild stuff like that. But anyway, well, good. Okay.
That would make your brain think.
It does. It does. I think it's this side of your brain, this colorful side, not the gray side, but the colorful side. Maybe it is the gray side. I don't know. I never could figure them out, because that one side that's got all that color is also busy. But I have another question. Okay. Jackie Rip from Florida asks, now these girls have been locked in their house for like years. So this is gonna maybe make you cry a little. How often do you get together with others to craft? And do you prefer to work with others,
that's a loaded
or by
question.
yourself? So, Candice, you have been crafting for how long?
I only started that depends on your definition of crafting. I've been crafting my whole life, arguably, but like card making and such, I have only been doing since 2017, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm pretty sure it was 2017.
And a year of that, you've been locked down.
Yes.
So.
Yes. Literally.
When you could get out, did you craft with others?
So I have been lucky in a couple ways that my mom, Gina Kay, was teaching a class in Cornwall, Ontario for Scrapbook and Cards Today, like magazine, their like event thing. And we went to that like whatever the fall before the pandemic hit. We went then. So my mom kind of got into card making at that point. So now she does do it. She really likes like the wreath builder and doing like quick and simple cards. So she, and we've been all locked in together with our family. So we can craft sometimes. And before the pandemic, Karen, actually Karen and Ardith and a few others were all kind of close by each other. So Fatima, who is Craft and Ways, would invite a bunch of us over, and we'd have like a crafting retreat every few months on a Saturday, which was awesome. And I've been really lucky through the pandemic. I actually made some friends online who are like fellow smaller YouTubers, and we get together almost every Friday night and craft because we're in our craft rooms anyway. So we on Zoom. Yeah, so I've been pretty lucky in that way. And Ashley, you know Ashley Young.
Ashley Young.
We are incredibly similar. It's hilarious. We're like long lost twins. It's kind of funny. We actually we went to the same university and all of that, just not overlapping time wise. And she only lives like 20 minutes from me, so we are certainly getting together when all of this is done and it is safe.
Yeah, I think you'll have fun with her. I think you were made to be buds. I think it's going to be great. All the science and everything that you guys have in common. Science and cards. It's beautiful. Right? It's a beautiful thing.
Is.
All right.
I've been very lucky.
Yeah, sounds like you kind of like to spend time with others and crafting, so you figured out how to make it work.
Always do.
Yeah, very good. Sandy, I know you are a busy bee. Do you have time to get together with other crafters, and is that your preferred way to craft, is with others, or do you like just
pre-pandemic
in the zone? Yeah.
Pre-pandemic, I was actually attending a few shows. And in fact, last January, I had gone to Creativation, which is the trade show in Phoenix, and that was fantastic. I have lots of crafty friends that I've met at these different retreats, or not so much retreats, but like Karen Boyce, I met her at Kathy Rakusen's event in Bolton, Ontario, and that's where I met Fatima in person too. I'd known her for quite a while, but it was the first time I met her in person. So I do have lots of crafty friends that I really enjoy being around. We went to Copic boot camp together, a bunch of us, and so that was great. The only thing is that I find when I'm with my friends, I don't get much done. I'm yakking away, which is funny because I'm a really quiet person, actually. But there's something about those people that just make me talk and talk and talk. So, I love being with them, and I'm inspired by them and everything, but I don't get a thing done when I'm around them. So.
Yeah, I do understand. Yeah. When I used to go to Close to My Heart conventions, it was like, no, just give me the stuff. I'm taking it home. I'm just going to hang out with these people and talk. Yeah. Which I'm sure you have a hard time believing. Yeah. It's just fun.
That's very strange.
It's just nice to hang out with people that know what you're talking about when you say, I love people. And they don't look at you like, what's wrong with you?
Exactly. When I would tell people at work where I'm going, like I went to Columbus for the Simon Says Crane event, and they're all like, why are you going to Columbus? And I was like, so that I can be around people that don't ask me why I need to go to Columbus. I don't know.
I think that makes complete sense. I do.
Yeah.
Well, I used to do, and I used to host scrapbook retreats, and some of them overnight, and I do all the cooking and all this crazy stuff, but it was so much fun. It was the fastest. They were 12 hours long. It was the fastest 12 hours of the month, because we just there'd be like 14 of us, and we just all hang out. And I never could do anything either, Sandy. I would bring stuff, and they'd say, "Oh, what are you working on?" I'm going, Nothing, just kind of sorting some paper here, because I can't do anything like this now.
At a certain point, you stop acting like you're doing it. You just decide,
I have nobody to impress here, so let's just be real. And yes, but it's so much fun. And my grandmother had a group that from the small town that she had lived in. And they would get together once a month, and they called it the You and Me Club. And they'd all bring potluck. And this is how I was raised. They would all bring, probably a lot of Jell-O and a lot of white flour and cookies and pies and gravy and fat. And it was awesome. And they would just sit around and eat. And they'd set up the quilting frame. And people that quilted, and people that crocheted, and it was just hangout time. And so I think I learned from them the importance of keeping your hands busy and hanging out with people that like to keep their hands busy, and we like to keep our hands busy doing this. So think it's very healthy, and I hope that you guys get to do that again soon. I hope I do too. So I look forward to it. So, Allison, as a worker, do you get together? Well, you've done the boot camp and things like that. So, when you get together with others to craft, do you mostly do it as work, or do you like to hang out, or do you get that you've got your bed thing? So I assume you don't have friends in your bedroom when you're sketching in your sketch pad. Maybe you do. Do you entertain in your bedroom?
No. Oh my God, that's kind of spooky.
Sounds a little. But if you have a nice chair in there, the light's good. Some people have the craft table in their room. I have no idea. I think your craft table's
now in the old house. In the old house, my bedroom and craft room were one and the same. Now in this house, my craft room is actually in what they would call the dining room. So typically I like to create alone, but I've met such wonderful people that it really does actually get me out of the house.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what I needed. When I lived in Strathmore, which was over 2 years ago now, we've moved twice since then. I had a group that we would have a meeting at a local restaurant. They had this kind of back room, and we would meet, and everybody would bring their own whatever they were working on, and we would have lunch and create, and it was great fun, and I miss them dearly.
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to meet people here because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
So, when
I was trying to find people
so
to
here's
craft with,
hoping.
Yeah, down by at the lake, I contacted librarians and said, "Can I do a class at your library?" And I met some really, really nice people that way. And one lady.
Oh, that's wonderful.
One lady. Some of them were pretty fun. Some of them were real unique. I could write a book, but it was this one lady was talking about they said bring your own glue, so she was like looking through her purse trying to find some glue, and she found this tube and she thought it was a glue stick, and she kept using it and nothing would stick, and she was going, what is going on, what's wrong with this glue stick? And then she realized it was sunscreen. So it was some people need a little more help with their craft. When you don't know sunscreen, well, she doesn't know sunscreen from glue stick. But I think that could be a pretty good meme, actually. You guys are putting it together.
That's funny.
You're down it with it here. How about you guys in the chat room? How are you guys doing? Are you getting some ideas and some itches to make a card with a flap and blue plus 2 other colors plus neutrals with a cup or glass? Are you getting some good ideas on that? And then how are you going to use the blending? Yeah, glue stick. Sunscreen. What's the difference? I wonder if glue stick works as sunscreen. Makes you wonder. Things that make you wonder. Special blending pen just for Copic, Arlene asks. She's
Make you
having
stick to your
trouble
beach chair
blending with your regular blender. I think there's a whole school about learning about Copics.
Oh,
Arlene.
I'll speak to that one.
Okay. All right, Allison, go for it.
Yeah. Okay, so the blender marker, which is your 0 marker, see if I can find mine. It's filled with blender solution. Okay. You buy them like this. And you can also buy blending solution in a container. I think I have mine within shot here. Yes, like this. Okay. This is a misnomer. Blender and this really don't, it should never have been called a blender pen because that's not really what it was designed for. Blender pen is more used for pushing ink back down into the paper than actually blending two or more colors together. So when you're talking Copics, if you want a nice blend, you're going to take two Copic markers that sit fairly close to one another on the Copic scale. So I'll bring in Sandy Allnuck's hex chart here. For instance, here, let's just go down to the V's here. So there's a V12, a V15, and a V17. And that's where you're going to have a greater chance of getting your two colors to blend together is when you take a color that is very much next to itself on that color wheel. So for instance, when I take my V12, see if I can grab a piece of paper here, and I'm going to take my V12 and I'm going to apply it to my paper. So in order to make it blend or to add a deeper, darker color to add a dimension or just you want to shade it, you're going to use that secondary color and add it. Now that's where you come back in with your lighter color and you're going to use it to blend those two together. So it's not actually the blender pen that you use for blending. It's improperly named as far as I'm concerned. So this is what a blender pen will do. So if I take it and apply it on that ink, see how it pushes the ink down into the paper so the paper becomes whiter. Okay, so you can use this for awesome like techniques. I mean, if I wanted to, I could have taken my cup and added the dots using the blender pen if I wanted a lighter colored dot. So that's where your blender pen comes into play. It's not blending anything, it's actually pushing color. Okay, so I hope that helps.
Yeah.
So your best bet is to look at your colors and you want something that sits next to it. Okay, so I hope that helps.
That's very good. Very good lesson. It is. That's the gist of it all. I believe so. Well done. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you for that little extra tutorial there. I love it because I'm not a Copic master.
You're welcome.
And but I know you guys are pretty darn smart about it because I've seen what you can do. I don't think it's just luck. I think you know what you're doing. So, no, that's very helpful.
Well, it's also practice too. You have to practice.
Yes, you do. Yeah, it isn't. It's not hard, but it's not.
Nope.
It doesn't happen the first time. Oftentimes, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll get it. Yeah. Keep at it.
That's a great question.
Yeah, it really is a good question. Yeah, I like it. Oh, look at that little corgi.
He's so cute.
Candice, do you have a corgi? Is that what you guys have?
Oh,
I have two little dogs,
I knew you
Elmo
had
and
dogs.
Ernie, and they are mutts. They're a Maltese Yorkie and a Pekingese Shih Tzu. But I love corgis. I think they're hilarious. And my boyfriend that's the smallest dog I can sell him on. So in the future, I think we're hoping for a corgi, who I will call Nugget, because that's adorable.
Oh.
Yeah. Arlene, well, that's very cute, Candice. I like how you worked in that flap. Well done. Allison, Arlene is now asking, is that kind of like a Versamark. I don't think it is, but
No, nope.
no.
Totally different kind of thing. Yeah.
Versamark is a very sticky ink. That's
Yeah, it's not
its main
sticky.
claim to fame is that it's just sticky and it stays wet long. And the blender doesn't do that.
Yes.
It kind of, you think, I
No,
always thought
nope.
it lifted the
It will
color
go
up,
into
but
the
you're-
paper just like a
it goes
Copic.
into the paper. Oh, yeah. There's a lot to learn.
Yes, it pushes. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I think we kind of like that as adult crafters. We like the part where we get to learn about it instead of it seems like, oh, stamping. When I first heard about stamping, I thought, well, that sounds hokey. And but then I found out how much there is to it and how it's just a way to get you started on creating things. And the other thing that I really like about stamping, well, there's many, but another thing that I really like about stamping is that everybody can enjoy it that wants to. And that they can have that moment when they hold out that card and go, I made that. And it's just, not everybody feels comfortable with other art forms like that. So I just love that. So, okay. So
I love teaching kids to stamp.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have opportunity have you done that besides your nephews, Allison?
I did it with my son when he was younger and in elementary school, and had a few opportunities to do that with his classes. And they just love the whole process of, I'm going to ink this up and I'm going to create something all on my own. So yeah, great for kids.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. And I kept some of my wood stamps just for that, because kids like it, and it's so much easier than putting stamps on and off. So I kept some of my favorite kid wood stamps around just so that I can have that for kids that want to make a card, and they love making cards. They stamp on every surface. They stamp on the front. They stamp on the inside front. They stamp on the inside back. They stamp on the back. And it doesn't even, oh my gosh, they don't match. I mean, it's completely free. They're just having a good time. And once I got over the, don't you want to try this? Just let them go and have a good time. It was like, yeah, this is cool. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Go for it. Do you want me to show you how to do that? No. Okay, you want to do it yourself. Fine. That's how they are. Candice, what was your sentiment inside? I didn't.
It says, "Hope your day is terrific," and he's holding a little teacup. So I thought that was cute.
That was definitely a card that probably would not have been made without the wheel.
Oh, definitely.
But so glad it is. So glad it is.
The wheel, sometimes it forces you to do things you wouldn't do yourself.
I almost every week. It's just, I've never seen anybody go, oh, I've already made a card like that. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that. Maybe they just don't want me to know. But I've never been able to go, oh, I can go to my archives and pull this sucker out. I don't have to do a thing. It just isn't. It's just always something new. Boy, she's got a ruler up there. It's that Sandy up in the top left. What in the heck are you doing?
Oh, who knows?
Measuring on a Friday night. That just doesn't seem ethical somehow.
It's true. I know.
That's advanced brainiac stuff. I'm impressed.
Oh, well, hold your feelings. We'll see.
Are you struggling with this flap thing? Are you working so hard?
All right.
I don't need that.
Do you need counseling on your flap? Would it make you happier?
Do I need what?
Counseling.
Oh, no. I actually even know what I'm doing. Yeah. No, I'm
Okay. I just didn't want you to suffer in silence.
Oh, well, thank you.
Because I'm just sitting here.
No,
Oh, good.
hey.
Perfect.
Poor Sandy.
She's very
Poor me.
precise.
Poor me. I am
And
very
that's why she can
precise.
make stamps and stuff. Because she's so precise.
Oh, I will just spend hours on fonts.
Do
But
you
it pays
handwrite your
off.
fonts?
Some of them, yes.
Ooh. Mercy.
Well, they have lettered ones, yes. But even just picking a font, is just, oh my goodness. You know, it's got to match. It's got to match with the stamp. You know, it's got to match with the set. You got to have a certain, you know, if there's a certain feel to it or whatever, you need to think about that.
Yes.
But yeah.
I'm totally with you, Sandy.
Mm-hmm. Like, honestly, I will agonize. Like, I'll have the thing drawn. To me, drawing is the easy part.
I've heard you say that before. That the font or the
Mm-hmm.
sentiments and things are hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they are.
So do you think you're gifted more strongly mathematically or literally?
Oh,
Verbally.
for sure, not mathematically. For sure, not mathematically.
I thought with that
I'm
ruler
terrible.
you had me fooled.
Oh no. Oh no. I like things precise. I do like things precise, but no, I have a recurring nightmare that I've missed my geotrade classes and it's time for the final exam. Like, I'm 51 and I'm still having that dream.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
That's really rough.
Me. Oh,
Poor Candice
earphones are
then.
dying again.
Goodness.
I'm gonna have to change my earpods.
Okay. As producers on alert. Allison, looks like your little flap is coming together. How's that work? Oh, look at his eyebrows.
Yep.
Well, that is very good.
There we go.
I saw Sue
I kept her
Masner say
simple.
that she found O Crumb on Amazon. Is that right? Is that what I saw?
Oh.
Is that O Crumb?
It is not. The Amazon, I wonder if it's a copy. It's from Happy Doodle.
Oh.
Happy Doodle is I think they're in somewhere in the England, British area. Somewhere in England.
Uh-huh.
And they do really cute stuff. And also,
Uh-huh.
I can't resist a corgi.
Well, they're hard. Except there was a corgi at the horse barn where we had a couple horses, and he was just the meanest little monster.
No.
Yeah. He would get in that tack room, and you could not go in. He would just lunge at you and snarl. I think he was, yeah. He was not a happy cat, a happy corgi.
Because usually they're just so little and happy, and they have stumps for legs, which is hilarious.
Yes. They're little bottoms. I think that was one of my favorite things about early internet was watching corgi bottoms.
Corgi butts are my favorite. There's a stamp in this that's a corgi butt.
Yep, there it
Great.
is.
I love a corgi butt.
They are just amusing. They were well made for amusement. They're very good.
They were.
Hey, Mr. Producer, while we let Sandy do her math and not have a nightmare, should we go ahead and do a little bit of our business here as far as our how to play along and things, and let them wrap up, because I think we're kind of wrapping up. Then, yeah, that's true. Never mind. We'll keep. Mr. Producer keeps me on task. So which of the parameters now, after you've made your cards, did you find that you wouldn't want to have changed, that you were really happy you had?
Blending.
Blending.
I love blending.
Yeah. And you did that with Distress Oxides?
I did. Yeah.
And do you use I think you use like the sponge tool, or did you use the makeup?
I do. I have a sponge tool for every color because I have a problem. And I did that before the like makeup brushes were a thing.
Right.
But I do quite enjoy the makeup brushes, and I have like 2 sets of.
Mm-hmm.
So I do have one for like every color kind of family within the dress oxides, because I use my oxides all the time.
Yeah.
So it's worth it having multiple, and they give different looks, you know?
They do. I remember you saying you have the full set syndrome.
I
Do you
do.
have like Distress Oxide full set kind of thing also?
Yes,
Or
I do. I have
you do?
all of
Okay.
the
Do you have
distress
a
oxides.
if somebody was looking at Distress Oxides, would you have a favorite 5,
Oh,
10 that you
I
end up
do
using
have
most?
I do have a bit of a Candice rainbow
The Candice Rainbow.
that I like to use,
All
and
right.
it goes as such. It is picked raspberry,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't particularly love red, so I swap it out with a pink.
Oh,
Then
okay.
my favorite orange is spiced marmalade.
Okay.
Squeezed lemonade, squeezed lemon, squeezed lemonade. Don't quote me on that. That's my yellow. I love twisted citron and cracked pistachio. They're both great. Green, mermaid lagoon,
That's
and
pretty blue.
peacock feathers is also great, but salvage patina is similar. I'm not sure which I love better.
Yeah.
And then red. Did I get? Oh, and violet is wilted violet is great, but dusty concord is also very nice. So I basically
Did you?
like those are the colors that I have in my minis. Which my minis is more. I just have like the Candice rainbow plus a few hues. Um,
Okay.
but my oxides, I have all of them because I have a problem.
Yeah, it's nice to have. That's nice.
It is, and I use them. I
Nice.
swear, I do. I
Yeah.
use them on probably every single card I make.
Yeah. You use them all the time, so that'll be good. It'll be nice that you
They're
have
worth
that.
the investment. That
Yeah.
is for certain.
Yeah. I think, well, if you use them and you use them well and you share with others, is what's wrong with that picture? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Exactly.
Absolutely not. I know this question comes up a lot. Do you have a favorite black ink?
Gina K
Question.
Obsidian Black Amalgam. I will.
That's Ardith's favorite too.
It is so good. It is because you can use it with watercolor, Copic, pencil crayons. Oh, I'm sorry, colored pencils for the US folks out there.
Thank
You
you.
can use it with
Get it the
everything.
right way.
And I need that because I can't remember what goes with what and all of that jazz.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, good. Good. Yep. I hear Gina K a lot. We had a poll. I can't remember what we ended up liking best on Craft Roulette show Facebook group, but Gina K ranked very high. So I've never gotten her ink, but I've heard very good things about it. Very nice. And you put a little sentiment on the outside. What did that end up in? Some little bling. What did you
It says lift
add?
the flap. I was debating and struggling.
Okay.
If any of you
Alright.
saw me, I hope I was off camera for some of my struggle. But I was gonna try and like overlay it with the flap, and then so you could like pull the flap out of it. But like this just doesn't want to fold because it's really heavyweight cardstock. So
Yeah.
I just put it below, and the flap will stick down. They're gonna know it's a flap, but I thought it was a nice little touch.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That's cute. That's cute. Well, Allison looks like she has a display. So let's go up to Allison and see what her display is. I like it. It's nice. So you like Memento, Memento for your black. Is that your
I'm a
favorite
big
go-to?
Memento fan.
Do you like the way it smells?
It is, yes.
Yeah, some people don't.
Yes,
But
it smells
yeah,
like cherries.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends on your nose.
Right. But that is your
Yeah.
go-to.
Pretty much. I also like the Kraft and Kimmy black. It's my second favorite and a very, very close second. Um, it goes with Copics and everything, and it's very crisp.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Well, good.
Yeah.
And are you like you're not, does Memento even have a design team or anything? Have you ever talked to them about it? It's opportunity just
I'm
waiting?
sure they do. Not that I'm aware of, but I'm sure they do for sure.
Well, I think you have a place at their table, because I think if you're going
Well,
to
thank
promote them,
you.
they should help you. So no, you'd be a great advocate.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, but we do have our own little special things
So,
that we
Mary,
use. So yes.
I have a stamp set, the same stamp set that I used tonight, Tiny Tea Party, for one lucky commenter tonight. So if you
Ooh.
want to pick a winner towards the end of the night who's active and has left a comment, I would love to send somebody a stamp set.
That's pretty cool. Could we make it like we love to give away things, but we have a system to do that, and we like to give it to people that have sent in cards after you have been on, so that they can go, oh, I want that. And so they send in something beautiful, because I have no idea how to choose a commenter. That's mostly it. So we can give it away next week, so that everybody has a chance.
It's completely up to you.
Would that be all right? Because then we have a system. We put their names on a board and everything, and we spin.
Oh yeah,
people
yeah,
that have
for
sent
sure.
in a card, and that would be super cool. I write that down so that I don't forget. Ooh, that is so nice. Thank you so much. And I know Sandy's got a little something
You're
she's going
welcome.
to give away too. So that's pretty cool. I love that. And I will make a note. Do you want this U.S., Canada, world? Whatever
World.
you need.
Yeah,
World
everybody.
it is.
Everybody.
That's pretty cool. And that's your little hamster stuff. And now, do your hamsters, they won't try to escape, right?
No, they're all contained within the plastic.
They're happy in their plastic world. They're happy to be on a stamp. Well, how did you decide to make a hamster stamp if you've never had a hamster?
I had it's funny, a lot of my designs come from dreams, so I had dreamt about it.
Really? Well, that's because you're drawing at bedtime on your
Yeah.
bed. Maybe that's a trick. Maybe I need to learn how to do that at night
Maybe.
when I'm going to bed. Yeah, I think it is important what you do right before you go to sleep. But I've never thought of this.
Yeah. So I dreamt about it.
So okay, well, let's go a little deeper with this one. Did you dream the actual vision of the stamp, or just the idea?
I knew what I kind of saw in my head, so I saw the teacup, and then I wanted critters to go pop in and out of the teacup. I wanted to make a stamp set that could potentially be interactive. So that's kind of where I was going. Yep.
Well, that is that little country set that you generously donated on our anniversary show. Was that a dream one too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh!
Yes, that
so
was something that I saw in my dreams.
And that you remember them well enough that you wake up and can design a stamp is remarkable. I wake up and I don't know what my name is. And I'm slow.
I have those days too. Don't get me wrong.
Wait, am I my husband or am I me? I don't know. But it's just I'm slow in the morning, and it's pretty consistent. I don't think I'm going to get over it. Sandy, you know what? Can you hear me, Sandy? I don't think she can. I think she turned us off. I think she's watching YouTube. Are you watching YouTube? Travis, can you go in and talk? I know Travis is on, at least he was earlier. Can you go knock on the door and see if Sandy can talk to us? Because I think...
Give us a thumbs up if you can hear
Mr. Okay, she can hear us. We just can't hear her. Okay. All right. Well, Miss Sandy, Travis, you can stay with the remote. You don't have to get up. What I think we'll do is go ahead and take this moment, and we will do our housekeeping and talk about those prizes. Sandy, would you like to show us? Could you show us? You had a stamp set you were going to give away to our viewers that send in a card that may win next week. If you could show us your stamp, because I know it's going to be inspirational. I'm not sure. We're having a little trouble here. But we're good. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's the Ola. Oh, it's so cute, you guys. It's got these two darling girls. And, oh, she's going to give 2 of them away. And they have dies. So you are definitely going to want to send in one of your best cards using cards with flat blue +2, cup or glass, and blending to craftroulette.live. Because you might win the card or the stamp set from Allison or one of those 2 stamp sets from Sandy Boone. I know. You thought the world was pretty good this morning when you woke up and you drank your coffee, but no, it just got sweeter, didn't it? Isn't that wonderful? Thank you guys so much. So,
can you hear me now?
Oh, I hear her.
I can hear you. There you are. You want to tell us about your stamp sets?
Thank you. So sorry. My husband came in to help.
You're good.
He was wearing a shirt.
No shirt, no shoes, no service.
These are the stamp sets. The stamp sets to give away. They come with dies.
They are so cute too.
So one of each, and I have used them for my card.
Want to show us your card?
Yes. Here it is.
Look at that.
Here are the flaps. We'll see if the flaps
for
work
Pete's
or not.
sake. They will. I know, Kimberly, pretty generous.
Hello.
I saw you comment. Oh, it's so cute. Well
I'm
done,
missing one
you
color.
guys. And look how different they all are. It's perfect. It's perfect. Isn't it fun to see 3 crafters craft at one time? I am so glad we do this every once in a while. Not every week, man. It's too much. But it's really fun. Every once in a while when we get 3 people. Now, this is something I got to give a shout out to the people that do these 3 people at one time, because we do a tech call, and to get everybody together at one time it takes some effort, and they've got to give up some time. And then we had our one tech call, and we were having internet trouble and we had to do 2 tech calls. So you guys really did rally. And we thank you so much for giving us your time and your cool stuff. That's neat. That's neat. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do our housekeeping. You guys get your cameras switched around, and don't sell those cards yet, because we're going to want to see them up close with your beautiful faces. We'll be right back to you guys, and here's what's going on in our world. Loading our patrons. There we go. We've got Rachel Castle, Janet Flanagan, Kim W., Vicky Emerson, Vicky Ruda, Jackie Rip, Leslie Herman, Gay Robeson, Sue Masoner as big vendors. Oh, we forgot to change it to Club Fun. Now, Club Fun. And our wonderful fun supporters who helped us veto this week, so they're part of our show. And our fun friends that also get to enjoy tomorrow's video about my thoughts about today's show. And maybe I'll even have a card. Maybe I'll make a card right there. Maybe not. Maybe I'll make it ahead of time. Anyway, I'll be making a card with a flap, 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 flap. Oh, you know, you could do even like tire flaps, couldn't you? But where are you going to put the glass? Oh, on a car. Okay, we'll start, and then, anyway, we'll start working on that. Once you get those parameters, they start they start acting like worms. We've got some really good guests coming up. I gotta say, next week, I have somebody I've not met yet. I'm excited. She's got the happiest eyes. I don't know if she'll have happy eyes after we do the spinning or not, but she has, in her picture, she has happy eyes. So I hope that we can keep her eyes happy. Her name is Carrie Rhodes. We met her through Ashley Young, and I'm really looking forward to her coming on. We have a young lady called Stacy Sansom. She has a real interesting story on how she got started card making. I don't know her yet, but my impression of her is she's as sweet as sugar. I hope she never gets stuck in the rain. I'm pretty sure she'd melt. We've got good old Wendy Cranford coming up after that. You never know what Wendy's going to tell us a story. She's got Wendy stories all day long. So we're excited to have Wendy back. And then we have Effie Chow coming in the end of July. Excited to meet Miss Effie. She has a stamp company as well called The Ton, Haute Couture Stamps. And we have another threesome coming up at the beginning of August. We've got Crafty Al, which I still am smiling whenever I think about the time when she came down and we went shopping together. And we have Jay Mamami and Ardith coming on at the same time. It's Craft Bowl 2. And so, if you are familiar with Craft Bowl, we had it on January 1st. It's how we started our year, and we're really glad because it's been a great year. They started us off, and we're getting them back about midway. So excited for our upcoming guests. Thank you so much. If you want to be on the board, remember those submissions. Make a card with a flap. Use blue plus 2 other colors and neutrals, no other. You incorporate some sort of cup or glass and use some blending, which apparently can be more than just ink blending. It can be Copic blending, watercolor blending, all sorts of opportunities. This is going to be a great week to see the submissions. I can't wait. And send them there's a submission form on craftroulette.live. Just look for the drop-down menu. There's a submission form there. Go for it. Send us something your best. Do answer all the questions so that it will let you hit next. Otherwise, you just sit there, and you sit there, and you sit there. So just answer all those questions so that it will go next. All right. I think they're back. So, oh, no, we've got this week's giveaway. Oh, gosh, we do so much on this show. I get exhausted. Anyway, this week, our giveaways are Christine Bertram, who was our guest last week, and since we like to do gifts for the next week so we can get their viewers a little bit of love, she is giving a free enrollment to an upcoming class, which I will get you in touch with if you are a winner. We have 3. Everybody's doing Christmas in July, so I got 3 little mini Christmas stamps from Patty Beck, our hero. I'm not making fun. I love her. And I've got 3 little Christmas stamps to give away. And then I have, now this is a really big one. I have a fun university decal and a tiny gift to give away from me. So let's see who is going to win these wonderful things. Some more wonderful than others. Mr. Producer, 3, 2, 1. Spin. These are all the names of people that sent in submissions that you saw at the beginning of the show. Oftentimes they also post in the group, the Facebook group, and we all just get to love on them and tell them how wonderful their card is because there's always something beautiful. Oh, Arlene, it was so close. Julie Senders, you have till Sunday night to let me know your address, or actually I just need your email address to send to Christine, and she will get you hooked up with one of her classes. I think you'll have a lot of fun. She's a hoot. Let's see who's going to get the 3 mini Christmas stamp set from Patty Beck. What would it be a good Patty Beck t-shirt? She would hate that, but it sure would be fun. The Patty Beck, I don't know, cardathon. sends a lot of cards to soldiers too. She's very phenomenal. Oh, Ellen, almost. Marie Stewart. She's a new a member of our group, so that's exciting. Marie Stewart, please DM me and give me your through Facebook or whatever works you can do it. I don't know where else you can do it, but anyway, get a hold of me and contact page on the website. There you go. I never use it. So go ahead and send me that, and I will send you these 3 darling little stamps. And then for the really big prize of the night, the Fun University decal and a tiny, tiny gift. Let's find out. Is Julie here tonight? I'm seeing congrats. Maybe she is. This is where it gets tense. Bonnie Bonnie is one of our sweet encouragers in that group too. I am just thrilled to send her something. I wish it was big and wonderful, but it's not. It's just going to be a tiny little gift. But you will have a Fun University decal, which I usually have on quite proudly. Well, congratulations, you guys. Do let us know what you're at. Get in touch with me so I can give these away to you. That would be wonderful. Next week, of course, we will be giving away 2 stamp sets with dies from Sandy Boone. That's awesome. And a little hamster set, which we all want, from Miss Allie Cope. Hand design. Will you sign it? Miss Allie, would you guys? Oh, you're bringing them back.
Sure.
See, I'm looking. I can see them.
Absolutely.
Will you guys sign it? I think that would be a cool thing. Sign your
For sure.
Yeah, I think you deserve that. Well, guys, you made it? You did great.
We did.
The wheel didn't stump you at all.
Not the wheel. It's the AirPods.
Sandy, would you have made that card without the wheel?
No, I would not.
Will you make another one similar? You think you'll ever make another?
Yes, I will. Yeah, definitely.
Cool. You might even design a stamp set around that idea.
It does. The window is on the list, as a matter of fact.
Awesome. That's pretty cool. That's neat. I'm glad to hear it. I think you did great. So, Allison, do you think you will have dreams about these parameters tonight and come up with a stamp set for 2?
Ooh, maybe. You never know.
Get on that bed and write some notes and then dream about it, and we'll see you in the morning. It's better than 2 aspirin and go to bed. I will see. I wouldn't doubt it. Or something else. Let me tell you. Well, it was fun to have you on. Do you have it? And then Candice.
Thank you.
This could be it for a while, girl. But it was nice to have you on.
Thank you. I'm always happy to be here. Very happy, and hopefully I'll be back and have time. I'll have a better idea once I get in there, but we'll see.
Right. I got a feeling the next time we see you, your little brain is not only going to be well kissed, but it's going to be full of ideas and facts.
Here's the
Just keep watching that Dr. Mike.
Yeah.
He's like your notes, your extra credit notes, because he can break it down. And you'll be calling Dr. Mike going, that's not how you do it. I know that's how you do it in New York, but that's not how we do it in Toronto. So maybe you'll have your own. You could be after medical school, you could have Dr. Candice, and you could be a card doctor.
That would be awesome. Dr. Candoodle.
Dr. Candoodle. I think there's future there. And then you and Ashley can have a show.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to get everybody
awesome.
busy on the show. Okay, Sandy, you have anything else you need to tell us?
Me? Oh, no. Just keep on creating.
Okay.
I'm on holidays. I'm at reached peak relaxation.
It looks good on you. You wear it well.
I enjoy
Allie, do
wearing
you
it.
have anything Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I just said I enjoy wearing it.
Yeah. I don't blame you. Allie, do you have anything to sign off and say hi or say anything about?
just get out there, use those 4 parameters, and send in your card. Can't wait to see them.
Yeah, they're going to be good. And Candice, do you have a prescription for us for fun?
Oh, yes, everybody. Weekly fun recommended by somebody who is not a doctor at all yet. But thank you so much for being here tonight. I so appreciate everybody tuning in and watching us craft.
Yeah, we do. Thank you guys for being here tonight, everybody. And it's time. This is my favorite prescription. Time to kiss those brains. Well, you can kiss your shirt. Because we have done something fantastic. We have made cards out of thin air and some crazy spins and parameters. And I think that is just such a wonderful thing that we just did. And we deserve a little kiss on the nog. I'm going to do it again. It feels good. I like the way that feels. So, and for you guys, send in those cards. Find Sandy on 3 Room Studio. Go buy some stuff from her. Definitely at least the free digital stuff. Support our small businesses. They're out there making some cute things. Find Allie, all those design teams. Go find her stamp sets, so they'll keep calling her and say, "What'd you dream last night, Allie? We need a new stamp set." And we will have the world so cute that it'll just be wonderful, right? I think so. All right.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Love y'all. Take care, and we'll see you next Friday. Bye, guys. Thanks.